I have 500 alternate attacks.
Hiya!
And a lot of buggy moves. And a lot of palette swaps.
And a lot, and I mean a lot of broken controls.
I broke my keyboard.
We are Dark Justice.
Casting Dark Judgment on this game. That's also called Dark Judgment. So this is apparently, I assume, an arcade game that came out in 1997.
And got ported over to Steam.
Yeah, and like it kind of feels like they just finished it in time and to pass its own judgment. For people to pass judgment, or I don't know.
We're gonna pass Dark Judgment on this game because this was very confusing to play.
It's a shame because this game, I feel like this is a $3 to $5 game because it feels like, I guess it was a direct port, but it feels like everything's zoomed in or like they're using an emulator or something. I don't know what they're using.
I think they are because it starts off with the most unusual thing where it's like a blue...
Like an MS-DOS window?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like?
Like a blue MS-DOS box.
And it's like, would you like to change the controls? It's like, well, yeah, I would like to.
I mean, we have two...
do you want to use keyboard or do you want to use controller? So we chose two for controller,
but
and then the controller doesn't even work for both people.
Yeah, and it's like, when I try to make it playable for controller, somehow the keyboard gets disabled and vice versa.
It's very weird.
And so we decided we would just compromise and keep...
I think the problem with this game really is, one, it's great to see a retro game, but we were playing it, and even once we got it going after, 20 or 30 minutes, it felt like, there's 3 characters to choose from. It's not even a hard game. I just feel like they choose the same 2 characters that you fight against, and then suddenly they introduce a girl, which is almost like the female equivalent of the first character you meet in the game, the green army man palette swap. But like, there's so many characters on the screen, which is great.
But then once you get to the boss, it just crashes.
It feels like you're beating up a whole army of the same dude.
Well, isn't that like? I'd say that's basically par for the course for beat 'em ups.
Yeah, but like, they space out the enemies, and in this it feels like, oh, they'll send 20 of the same guy, and it's like, wow, they really cloned this dude to hell.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like. I feel like this is not balanced at all. Like, yeah, it's cool, it's a retro game from like decades ago, but at the same time, like, maybe sometimes it's best to leave some games never ported over.
Oh no, this game looks pretty good, but the porting,
okay, but
the porting is bad.
I just feel like if they had fixed the controllers, I still think this game feels like, to me, like a $7 to $10 total. The absolute maximum I'd pay for it, because like, it just feels like when you play a beat 'em up like Streets of Rage, like the background feels, diverse, but here it's like the background is like kind of the same as just scrolling along. It's not like interesting.
Yeah,
that's what I felt like. I felt like, oh, this is a beat 'em up. It's not the worst one we played. That would probably be Urban Justice, at least lately.
Yeah,
but still, it's not interesting enough.
But if I recall correctly, Urban Justice is at least more playable than this. For some reason, one of my usual attack button is locked to being more of a, like, the ultimate attack button.
Yeah.
Which really puts me at a very bad disadvantage, I mean.
Yeah.
Because I just keep my health
You're training your health, and like, I saw you die or something.
Yeah.
Well, I still had 2 lives, and
by the time
I just feel like this just came out, and like, it's just buggy, and like, it's not worth the $15, and I feel bad judging it because it came out, but at the same time, it should be playable enough that you can actually
at least it came with an exe file.
And it crashed on us too when we got to the first boss.
Yeah, that's the big problem.
Okay, what's going on with this game?
Okay, say what you want about Double Dragon 4, but at the very least, that game was more playable than this.
Yeah, I would give this like it's not the worst beat 'em up I've ever played.
Yeah, once we got an idea of how to play it, like
once we finally got to play it, it was okay. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah,
it's not.
But the programming behind it was so weird and odd.
Yeah.
That it just.
I unless they can fix it, all I can say is, like, if you're desperate for a beat 'em up, and you have $4 or $5, and that's the price of this game, go for it. But there's so many great beat 'em ups. Streets of Rage 4 is going to be out soon, so
In fact, I'm going to give you a recommendation for a
the
better
Takedown
fighting game.
again.
Google Little Fighter 2. You will not be disappointed.
There's a lot of really good beat 'em ups on Steam, or at least decent beat 'em ups, and I feel like this is not worth the $15. You can get something. The Takedown I think is $15 or less. Just go with that. It's that good, or Fight and Rage as we played.
Yeah, like literally, if you go on Steam and search for beat 'em ups and then sort by Steam reviews, you're gonna get something that's more worth your value than
this.
But I'm giving it a 4.
Passable port.
Yeah, it's passable, which means it gets a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4. We're casting the dark judgment with dark clouds. All right.
Keep
on
on
gaming
with Dark Justice.
with all 500 of my moves.
70 alternative accounts.
I have all those moves, but I still can't play the game. Bye.
Keep on gaming.